All right, let's jump right in. We're going to do a super high-speed review session to get you prepped and feeling confident for your next technical assessment. We're going to laser focus on the absolute foundation of the web, the core trio: HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So you've got that technical test coming up, right? I totally get it. It can be a little stressful. But seriously, don't worry. We're going to spend the next few minutes making sure these fundamentals are just second nature to you. Okay, let's get into it. We're talking about the big three: HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. I mean, every single website, every single web app you've ever used is built on these. Understanding how they're different, and more importantly, how they work together, well, it isn't just important, it's everything. Let's frame this as a quick 3-round showdown. So for round 1, we're just looking at the core job of each language. What is its one single primary role on a web page? This slide really just breaks it down perfectly. Think of it this way, and you'll never forget it. HTML is the skeleton. It provides the essential bare bones structure. CSS, that's the skin and the clothes. It's all about making it look good. And JavaScript, that's the brain and the muscles. It's what actually makes it do things. This separation is a huge deal in web development because it keeps your code organized. Structure, presentation, behavior, each one has its own job. Let's move on to round 2. Now that we know what they do, let's look at what their code actually, well, looks like. You need to be able to spot each one in a split second. First up, HTML. The dead giveaway here is the tags. You know, those little angle brackets. You'll almost always see an opening tag, like h1, and then a matching closing tag that has a /, like h1. This is literally how you tell the browser, hey, this bit of text right here, this is a top-level heading. It is all about structure and meaning. Next is CSS. It has a really distinct pattern. You've got a selector, and then you've got curly braces. The selector, in this case h1, is how you target the HTML element you want to style. And then inside the braces are your declarations, the property and the value that define what that style is. So here, we're basically saying, find every single h1 on this page and make it blue. Simple as that. And finally, we have JavaScript. This is where you start to see things that look more like commands, logic, and functions. This simple line, alert, is a function that tells the browser to perform an action, in this case, pop up a little message box. This is the moment the page stops being just a static document and starts becoming a dynamic, interactive application. All right, on to the final round. We know their jobs and we know what they look like. So now let's see how they all work together on just one single, simple element. This is really where it all clicks into place. This slide just shows the teamwork perfectly. You see, you really can't have one without the others. First, HTML creates the raw element. The button exists, but it's just plain text. It doesn't do anything. Then CSS comes in and styles it, giving it a nice color, making it look like an actual button. But it's still just a pretty decoration at this point. Finally, JavaScript swoops in and provides the action, telling the button what to do when somebody clicks it. It's a layer cake: structure first, then style, then behavior. So when you're in that assessment and they inevitably ask you to explain the difference between these three, you're going to be so ready. Let's boil everything we just talked about down into the perfect, concise answer. Here it is. This is your core definition. They are 3 separate but cooperating technologies that create layers on a web page. HTML is your base layer. It's all about structure. CSS is the presentation layer sitting on top of that. And JavaScript is the behavior layer that just brings the whole thing to life. And hey, if you need an even simpler way to lock this in, think of it like grammar. It's so easy. HTML provides the nouns, the things on the page. CSS provides the adjectives. It describes how those things look. And JavaScript, that provides the verbs, the actions those things can perform. So just remember, noun, adjective, verb, structure, style, action. You remember that, you've totally got this. And there you have it. You now have a rock-solid grasp of the web's foundational trio. You're not just ready for that assessment. You're ready to start building amazing things. Now go ace it. Good luck.